Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I will be demonstrating how to knit the reversible basket weave blanket part 2. I figured out how to cast on how many stitches. The customer sent me a picture. So she said 33 wide and 45, I believe, long inches she wanted. So with my multiplication, I figured out. I said 8 rows, but it's not 8 rows, it's 8 ridges. Like I counted these, and these are ridges. So with the beginning cast on, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ridges, and then I put on 10 stitches of knit, 10 stitches of purl, and let me just show you how it looks like. So I have my measuring tape here. Unfortunately, it's really hard to figure out. She wanted 33, but I did 35, so that's close enough. So it is 35 inches here wide. So I'm going to be knitting, and I still have plenty of yarn, so I think I would knit another box. So I did total of 4 already. I'm started the 5th. So what I did is I cast on 134 stitches, and if you watch my part 1, I tried to figure out how many stitches I need for each box and how many I should cast on and so on. So I did figure it out. So I did 12 stitches here. After doing the 8 ridges, I did 12 stitches of purl, so 2 sides are purl, just to show you, so it's versatile. So 12, and then 12 here, 12 here, and when you go back, so knitting, either you can knit both sides or you can knit yarn on the back to create the purl stitch. And then what I did is after knitting, let's start from here. So after knitting the 12 stitches of purl, I knitted 12 stitches of knit yarn on the back, and then I knitted this 10 stitches of knit, 10 stitches of purl yarn on the front, yarn on the back. So I continued all the way. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 boxes total wide. So after every 12 rows, so when you count after 12 rows, I changed. What I did is, after 12 rows, I came here. Instead of knitting, I did the purl, and instead of purl, I did the knit. So I did the opposite. And again, after 12 rows, I changed it again. So this is how you knit the basket weave blanket. So I figured it out, and I'm going to continue knitting. Let's say this is 45. Well, she wanted 45, right? It doesn't have to be 45. It can be 47. Like, this is handmade. It's not machine made. That's what I'm trying to give you an idea. So let's say this is 50, and I finished. Let's say this is 45, and I need to bind off. So I still have to knit the 8 ridges. So when you knit the 8 ridges, it would be extra 5, almost 4.5 inches. I'm sorry, that's centimeter. So it would be 2.5. So if it's 45, I would just continue knitting the ridges and then bind off. So 2 inches, it won't matter. So just knit as long as you want, because I got the wideness. It's 35 inches wide. I'm okay with that. Yeah, 35 inches. 35 inches, and I'm just going to knit as long as I get to. It's total of 6 inches, so I still have to knit. So each box is is 2 inches. 2 inches. So if I knit, you can figure it out, and then add it like that. Sorry about this. I just touched the camera. So you just continue knit as long as you want, and then you don't forget the purl. 8 rows of purl on the top. So let's say you finish the blanket and you bind off like this, and you would be finishing the blanket. So I just wanted to give you this short tutorial on how to figure out, because every pattern has a different way, and like the pattern that when you search, it gives you to cast down 200, so that would be too wide for the customer because she wanted 33 inches wide. So it depends on what you want to do. Just figure out your multiplication, and it depends on the yarn. Like this is a 3-weight yarn, it's not that bulky. So if it was a 4-weight yarn, then I would be casting on less stitches, because then it would be bigger than 35. And I'm using 5mm knitting needles, so just to give you an idea. And this yarn is pretty good. I think I bought plenty. I bought 10, so I still have a lot to go. And I think it would be, I would knit another box. And yeah, so I just wanted to share. It's very easy and simple, and you can just knit this while you're going anywhere. You don't have to count anything. You just count. Well, when you do a couple of boxes, you don't even count it automatically. You can figure out that, oh, it's 12 rows now. It's time to change. So this is just a little short tutorial on how to knit this lovely blanket. I just wanted to share it while I'm doing knitting this for a customer. So I hope you like this tutorial. Share it with your family and friends. Like I said, you don't need a pattern to knit something. You just have to work with the measurements to figure out how to knit. And I hope this this tutorial on how to knit the reversible basket weave blanket gave you, and I give you an idea on how to cast on and how to do the multiples. Thank you very much for watching my tutorials, and happy knitting!